Hello guys, so this is going to be about a creepy guy. Actually, he wasn't that creepy. He seemed pretty normal, but some of the things he was saying kind of were creepy after, like when it was happening, like when he was saying things, it didn't register because in my brain, certain things don't register. I'm kind of naive that way and I don't really pay attention to red flags. And when I told my brother and dad about this, they were like, you were gonna get murdered. So let's just get started. So when I was homeless, I wasn't really homeless. I was staying with my uncle, like 2 summers ago before I moved here. I was talking to this lawyer guy and we were, chatting and talking about all the things that we're into. Like I'm into the paranormal and witchcraft, like not witchcraft, but like Wicca and spiritualism type things, and he said he is too. He's in like a I don't know if he said it was like a coven, it was like a group. I later found out the stuff that he was doing was a little bit outlandish, um, a little bit out there. So I'll start by talking about those things. So the autumn equinox or whatever, the fall equinox was coming up, and he said that he was going to be doing a ritual because there was like a week which ritual that he had to do with the people he was going to be doing it with. And I said, oh, okay, well, what kind of ritual are you going to do? Because I know a few, and I might, like we could talk about it. He said he can't talk about it because it was secret. It was um, a secret society kind of thing. That kind of made me feel weird. It sounded kind of ritually like bad juju. But I didn't think too much into it because maybe it was like a secret coven. I don't fucking know. He then tells me that his house is haunted and he wanted me to come over and spend the night and we could like investigate. And he said his basement was the worst and he wanted to take me down there and check it out. Now, in my head, that didn't sound too creepy because I was like, oh, that's cool. Scary, scary basement. Awesome. But then I started thinking like, bitch, why would you go into a stranger's basement? You don't know him. He could like fucking bash you on the back of the head and murder you. Um, I didn't think all of that until like he stopped talking. He didn't stop talking to me, but I'll get into that. Um, but yeah, I didn't think about all of this stuff until after like I started talking about it to my dad. And so when I moved in here, I stayed here alone like for the first night because I wanted to get out of my uncle's house because he had a lot of dogs and it was just crowded. So I stayed one night here alone and I invited this guy over. This was before I started dating anybody here. And, we start talking where I offered him a soda. He starts saying that he doesn't drink soda, but he'll have one. And he doesn't take like any antidepressants, any Excedrin, like all of these medications. He says he wants to be pure and close to the earth. And this is where I start thinking, okay, well, he might be a hippie or something. That's fine. Whatever. So this is where it kind of gets a little creepy for me, and I still think about it to this day, and I'm kind of worried about it. So he asks to go to the bathroom, and he does that. He comes out with something wrapped up in a paper towel, or not a paper towel, a piece of toilet paper, and puts it in his bag. I saw him do it. Um, I don't think he knew that I saw him do it, but he did it. I had my brush in there, so I don't know if he stole hair from it or anything like that. There's nothing really he could have taken to do a ritual or a hex or whatever, because nothing really happened. I don't his hex if he is a person who does magic or whatever, nothing happened. Like his spell didn't work. Um, so that was the part that kind of scared me. Like he took something out of my bathroom that was wrapped up in a piece of toilet paper and put it in his bag. I didn't tell my dad and brother this. They still don't know this, but it was still pretty fucking creepy. So we start talking about the rituals and things like this, and I start asking questions to see like what kind of things he does, like if it's bad, if it's black magic, dark magic, any type of thing that would send red flags and make me like not want to fucking talk to him anymore. So I asked him, do you use blood in your rituals? He said yes, his own blood, because you use blood in your spells. Now that is kind of common, not using blood, but like using something personal to the witch, or like me, if I were to do a spell, I use something personal of mine. Um, and also, if you want to hex somebody, you need something personal. There's hair, fingernails, blood, something else that I'm not going to say, but use your freaking imagination. Um, so I didn't think too much of it, and then I asked him, do you like talk to demons? Not talk to demons, like summon demons and stuff like that. He said he does. He summons the good ones. And I said to him, there's no such thing. They may come to you as good, but they always want something, and you're always going to have to give them something. And he said he knows that, but he said that they're like tricksters or something like that. I said, well, it's still not a good thing to mess with. Like, you don't fuck with demons. No matter how low of a level that they are, no matter how powerful or not powerful that they are, don't fuck with them. Don't fucking summon one to do your bidding. They will want something from you. And if you don't give it to them, they will fuck your life up, and they will. Just remember, whatever you put out comes to you 3 times as bad, or like 3 times, threefold, whatever. It's not 10 times. I heard people say it was 10 times. It's not. It's 3 times. I didn't say that to him, but whatever. He also says something about this statue that he hangs in front of his window that's like this goat thing with flames, and it lights up, and that sent red flags to me. Because goats and stuff like that, with like it was like a man goat or whatever. Um, there's an evil thing to go with that. I don't remember which. I can't remember what it was, but I remember hearing something about that, and I kind of like made a weird face when he said that. And I was like, oh, that doesn't really sound that great. That doesn't sound very good. And he said he was in this not a cult, but this thing that does sex magic. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And he said something about Aleister Crowley. I don't know who that is. I kind of Googled it. I think it was a cult. I don't know. Um, and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. He explains to me how sex magic works, and I was thinking, well, I mean, I can see how that would work, but like, why? Would you want to have sex with random fucking people? I don't know. So when I start questioning him and saying, like, I don't really think that I should, like, do shit like that, because I don't want to do any certain rituals like that, like, has to do with blood and demons and stuff like that. That's when he decides to leave abruptly, like, so quick, out of the apartment after I said stuff like that. And that was fucking creepy. He said he was in the Freemasons. I don't know if that's demonic or anything, but I know that that's something. I've heard bad things about them. But he kept on being adamant about his basement. He kept on wanting me to go in his basement because he said it was old, and he wanted to show me his dark basement. And in my mind, I thought that that would be okay. That would be fun. Girl, that's not fun. That's not okay. He could have wanting to kill me. Like, he probably wanted to kill me. First off, I'm not a virgin, so there's nothing he could have fucking taken from me that would do anything beneficial to a spell. Right? Like, I thought you had to be a virgin or something. I don't know what type of, like, fucking sacrifice he would need, or, like, I would be for him. But, yeah. It was just really fucking creepy. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But now that I think about it, he did give off kind of a weird, creepy vibe. A different vibe. And I don't know if he knows about my YouTube channel, and if he does, hi. If you do bad things, sorry about it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't post this. Maybe he might fucking do some juju on me, but I don't really care. I put some protection shit on me. My grandmother taught me well. So I don't think he can penetrate, is that the word that I should use? I don't think he can get through the barriers, I should say, that my grandmother taught me how to put up. Um, but yeah, just if you think somebody is like doing something bad, like ritualistic, scary, not really good, demonic ass, don't talk to them. Don't continue to talk to them. And if they offer to take you to their basement, do not go. Don't do it. You're probably going to die. Um, I could have died. I just think about this so many times a day, and I don't know why I was gonna go into his basement. That was really stupid. Anyways, thumbs us up, subscribe. You really don't have to, but I'd really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.